This is going to be really different because we're performing it on location in the Heritage Village, so there's no stage. The actors will be outside old houses, and they'll be inside the old hospital, having a picnic outside the church, using the cottages, so they'll actually be in the location rather than on a stage.
That it's about the region's history, so I just think it'd be really interesting to have a different kind of medium to learn about history.
It just seemed like a really good opportunity. I've worked with a lot of people throughout, and it'd be great to work with them again.
I was drawn to the project because I liked the fact that I could immerse myself in a few different roles.
What drew me to this, I would say how different it was. It was a very unique sort of concept that I hadn't actually come across for a little while.
The audition process was really great. It was actually very useful to not only be able to find the talent that is ultimately going to perform in this show, but also to be able to get to know more actors in the local region that might not have been on our radars. And I think it was a really great experience for me, at least as a member of Arts CQ, to be able to be a part of that process, being able to see how we can go through this process in a way that is professional but also respectful and sensitive to our actors' needs. And I think that it was also, or at least I hope it was, beneficial to all the performers that came out and did audition, gave them a bit of a sense of an authentic audition process, and going through those motions, building up those auditioning skills as well.
The audition process is probably one of the hardest audition processes that I've been through in my 14 or 15 years of directing plays in this region. The amount of talent that we had come through those doors on that Sunday was amazing, and it was a very, very hard decision. I have to say a big thank you to Jodie van der Wettering and Jess Lamb for being on the panel and helping to make some of these decisions, because it was really tough.
So far the project's going really well. We're really excited to be able to bring this Heritage Village to life with some action and with these local stories. And the actors have just kind of started to hit their stride, getting to know the text and getting to know the venue as well.
Like I just spent the last hour looking at all this, looking at set design. It's here for you, being in a historical village, and I'm just looking at all the amazing old-fashioned tins and trinkets and things like that. It's all there for you, so I think it's actually more fun, and you can immerse yourself in it a little bit more. You don't have to suspend that belief.
Oh, it's fantastic. I couldn't have asked for a better production, really. I'm just so happy to be a part of it, and working with everyone, and just working with Ian and everyone again. It's just fantastic.
Good, having lots of fun actually. It's just lovely to get back into it. I think everyone's getting their lines down really well. I'm probably the one lagging a bit at the moment, but I'll get there. But yeah, it's good. It's good just to be physical. It's really nice to get back, just kind of be moving around the space and getting it into the body.
I think it's really good. We're a lot further ahead than I expected us to be this far into it. I think it's going to be so good. I'm really excited.
I feel as though it's actually doing really well. This is our third rehearsal, I believe. Yeah, third rehearsal. And some of us have scripts down, which is pretty good. Not the whole script down, but we've got some script down, which is good. Directions have been a lot easier. Ian's doing a fantastic job, but we can't tell him that, obviously. Get too much of an ego. But no, it is doing really well. It's a very interesting range of plays.
This process has taken just over 3 years now, from the time that we first got the idea in, the grant application in to get to pay the writers, and the writers went through a process of writing it, and then they got all of their stuff looked at by professionals in Brisbane who rewrote it, and then we finally got back to here to actually putting on the plays through the rehearsal process, and went out there. I'm feeling excited about that. Just to, from my own personal point of view, just to have a process that's, you know, we're getting to the end of it. This is the pointy end, and it's where everyone gets to see why we would bother doing what it is that we do, and that's very exciting to me.
Initially when we developed the project in 2017, we'd commissioned 5 plays, and in the first season, I suppose you could call it, we put on the first 3 of those plays. So this is now going to be a full season, this is going to be a full season of all 5 plays, and that includes Outside Dingley Cottage by Bob Galley and KYLIE by Amanda and Travis Hock.
I think it's nice that we've come back straight into it. The cast know their lines pretty much from the plays that we did before, so everything's coming nicely back into it, and we're spending more time focusing on the 2 plays that we didn't do last time.
We've had a bit of a sabbatical, I suppose, and it was a good time to be able to reflect on how the first set of performances went, regroup, have a little bit of a break, which was much needed, but now we're ready and rearing to go. So.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. It's like I guess, a very dysfunctional family reunion where it just happened so much fun, and we just slipped right back into the roles. It's surprising after so long that we just remember everything that we performed before.
Some slight changes. So, for instance, in response to the feedback from the radio play Gala Hour that was performed out at the hospital, we've decided to take the work that was initially a radio play that included a live actor element, and we've made it a pure radio play so that audience members have a bit more freedom to come through the hospital, have a look at the artefacts and listen and enjoy the radio play as they tour the space, rather than, you know, having to cram in at a particular time. It gives them a little bit more freedom. So when we do the second set of performances, that will be playing on a continuous loop for the duration of the 5 performances. Yeah.
We've learned an awful lot from the first performance that we did back in June. We've learned a lot from the staging and how we're going to stage it better this time. So last time was really good, but this is going to be a much more improved performance.
How's it feel to be back at rehearsal? Honestly, like I've never left. It feels like I'm walking back in with family. It's really, really good.
I mean, all the characters in all the scenes are so different, even though I'm kind of playing two grandma roles and 2 mother roles, but they're completely different, all 4 of them. So it's a bit fun to revisit after already performing the first couple of scenes and just tweaking them a little bit and just trying to put a bit of new energy into it as well. Yeah.
I think they went really well. We got a lot of great feedback. The people I know who went and saw it they just loved it. I was really confident about it last time, and with good measure, you know, because I just know I have a lot of faith in who we're working with, and that they know what they're doing, and they proved me right.
It has been one of the most rewarding experiences I have done in my professional acting career, I guess. Like Ian as a director, I know that we muck around, but he is probably one of the best directors that I've had the privilege of working with. He is a professional, and he's also someone that you can go to and ask, hey, what do you think about this idea? And he won't shoot it down. He'll actually listen to you and he'll say, yeah, that's not a bad idea, we'll give that a go. If it doesn't work, he's like, oh, well, maybe we'll do it next time. So it's something to aspire to be as an amateur director myself. Aspire to be like Ian, I guess. But don't let that go to his head.
It's good. They're really helpful, and like instructions with directing and everything, I like that it's very clear, and they're just trying to make it a good environment for everyone.
I think it's so important that regional areas do get, you know, funding and actors are considered professional, because there is that kind of thing in between regional and cities of how actors and crew behind the scenes and stuff are kind of seen. So I think if you want professional actors in the region, you got to treat them like professional actors.
As a performer, getting paid is, I guess it kind of makes it that you're good enough, like you're worth you're worth the time that it takes to put a performance on. And it is something that I am completely and utterly shocked and stoked to be thought of in that sense, I guess. But it says to the community that, like, if you want to do performing arts or you want to do acting or anything of that sort, that your efforts will be noticed.
I think that it's really great opportunities for artists who might be only doing theatre as just a hobby, like something with community theatre, to get on a more professional level. I think it's a great opportunity for growth.
I just want to thank the council for letting us use this great venue, for the RADF for funding it, and for Arts CQ for commissioning me to do this project. It's been great. Look, I think we should be doing this performance at least once a year. It not only showcases the talent we've got around the region, but also people learn a bit about history.
We should definitely continue these. These are a must to build the acting community in the Rockhampton, Central Queensland area. 100%. These will do nothing but bring people in, and it just showcases the level of talent, I guess. Like the other actors that I had the privilege of working with, amazing, and can only go up the more we do stuff like this.
It seems like it's been a really long time coming, but the cast are ready, the venue's ready, I think all our tech stuff is ready, so it's going to be a good performance.
Yeah, it's weird that it's coming to an end now. It's a little bit sad.
Good example of what we do around here. Would anyone like a cuppa?